Welcome to another Supdate. It is another week, and it amazes me how quick these things go by. Hopefully, you had a ecstatic and wonderful week as well. But this week, for me, was not that exciting. Not a lot of big things that happened in my life. Though there are a couple things, which of course I will update you guys on, because after all, the definition of Supdate. Yeah, Supdate. Yeah, it was Sup, Sunday, and Update smashed into one word so that I can feel like I've done something artistic and worth your time. So let's go ahead and move on to the Sup part. So Sup, how are you guys? How was your week? Tell me what you did. Tell me what your favorite color is. And more importantly, tell me if anybody had any birthdays, because that moves me on to number 2, Fluffy2840, who I did yesterday's video with. His birthday party was this weekend, and I went home, as you can tell from that video, and ended up getting my hair cut, which I know you may have noticed. It's a mohawk-esque, but the thing is, my hair is so gosh dang curly that I will never be able to have an actual mohawk or straight hair at that. So, you just kind of cut it in this formation, hope that it handles itself, hope that nothing gets out of control, and then you pray for the best. And so, let me know what you guys think of my hair. If you don't like it, too bad. Can't do anything about it. At least not for another 2 months or so. So, you're stuck with it, and so am I. Job-wise, I had that interview last week for the RA position. I got an email this week that on February 2nd, I am going to another group interview, which will be the very last step for this job. And then hopefully a couple weeks after that, I will then know whether or not I got the RA job. And if you haven't seen the RA video or the last Supdate, pretty much all the RA means is that I'll have my own room. I'll be handed a job, so I'll have more responsibilities amongst my classes and rehearsals and auditions and all this other stuff. But to me, and between us, let's say, I will have more time and freedom to record videos because I will be living alone in my own room, which means that I can do live streams and I can do videos anytime I want because there's no roommate there that I have to care about. And not saying that my roommate is a horrible person now, because he's not. He's amazing, and sometimes I do record when he's here. But of course, I can be as loud, as frantic, and stupid as I want when no one's in the room. I can be free, like a bird flying through the sky, without the fear of being shot down by some duck hunter. That was a video game reference. But that sums up my week actually a good amount. Like I said, not much happened. I mean, I went home for my brother's birthday. I got to meet up with my adopted grandparents, which are pretty much just a older couple that lives 2 doors down. But because my grandparents live 8 hours away up in Maryland, they have always been like my surrogate grandparents, my adopted grandparents. They've gone to my grandparent functions that I had at school and when I was growing up and all this other stuff, and so they're really close to me, and they're actually moving about 45 minutes down the road, so I went over to kind of talk to them about it, and it won't be until like May, I think, May or March, that they'll actually move, so there's still a good amount of time that I'll get to hang out with them when I go home, but it sucks, because even though I'm not home all the time, knowing that I have the ability to just walk over to their house whenever I want to still is a great feeling, because I mean, Rose and John are their names. Rose used to be, I think it was a guidance counselor, and so she just has this beautiful, like, almost therapeutic voice and therapeutic attitude. And like when I went over on Saturday, we sat down and she always makes me a cup of tea or something like that, and we sit there and we sip our tea and we just talk. And sometimes I ask her questions about her life, what's going on with her. Sometimes she'll ask me questions about mine, and she remembers everything that I've shared in the past, and I remember a good amount of what she's told me in the past as well. She's definitely has a better act for it, but she'll always update me on her life, and then she'll ask for updates on my life. So like today, she asked me how I was doing and brought up a couple stuff we had talked about in the past, and was really happy that I was feeling happy, and I told her about you guys and about the Twitch and about Isaac and all of them. And so I'm really going to miss them when they move, but she's already invited me over to their new house, and so I'm happy about that I'll at least get to have a home welcoming party with my adopted grandparents. And plus they seem really, really excited about it, and that's the best part. Is I talked to her about what they're doing with the apartment and where they're moving, and they're going to be closer to their grandchildren and to their actual children, and they're updating the apartment that they're in, so they'll get to have their own little touch on it. And although they said that they're overworked and it's a whole lot more than they thought it would be, I can really tell that she's going to enjoy, once the process is all over, being able to walk into a kitchen that she practically built or practically had a hand in building, and she's going to be really happy about that. So just wanted to tell you guys about that. And like I've said before, these Supdatey videos are really for me more than anybody, but of course the people who watch me, the people who I've met on Twitch, the people who I've met on YouTube, I want to fill you guys in on my life, because it's more than just me playing video games. There's still so much more time of my day that's taken up by regular stuff, instead of me playing video games for every single second of every single day. And I want to give you guys the opportunity to know what's going on. And of course, I want you guys to have the opportunity to tell me what's going on in your own lives in the comments of my videos, when we Twitch live stream, once I get affiliation with Twitch. One of my things I'm going to do for subscribers is I'm just going to have like a hangout video, like once a week, maybe more than once a week, where we can all just sit down, and if we have work to do, we can do work. We can sit there and we can do our homework together. But if we don't, then we can just sit there and I can stare at the camera and I can read the comments, because that's my favorite part about online interaction, social media, is that before you would have to keep up with the people that you met, and you would have to send letters, and you would have to make a huge effort at making sure that they are still in the loop of your life and you're still in their loop. But with technology now, I mean, you guys are watching this video, and you can be watching this video like 3 o'clock when it posts, or you can be watching this video 2 years in the future, and it's almost like I probably don't even remember it. But that's the best part, is even I can look back on this video and know what was going on in my life on, hold on, Sunday, January 28th, 2018. This is like a permanent block of history frozen in time. It's like photographs, but better. Because you'll get to see my stupid face talking about it. But that's the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching another Supdate video. It makes my heart warm and fluffy as usual. If you like this video, which, I mean, it's not the best thing in the world, but of course you can hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber and you watch this entire video through, you probably need to be a subscriber, because you just watched one of my most boring videos all the way through. So if you thought this was good, oh, just flip and wait and watch some of my other ones. But I will see you all guys later in another stream, in another video. But until then, have a fantastic day. And I almost forgot. I can't forget this. So not only do we have little Ricky, which of course once we hit 100 subscribers on YouTube and 100 followers on Twitch, will be given away to the person with the most door dollars, and you can look up that information on Twitch. But over the weekend, I got another little ducky. He's an alien duck. Isn't he so cool? I love him. And he's like the same exact size as little Ricky, maybe a little bit bigger, but he's got 3 eyes. Look at him. Oh my God, it's so cute. But we're going to have a name for him. So I'm going to talk to the Twitch audience. Of course, you guys, if you got a name for our new little doggy, put that down in the comments. But that's all I wanted to share. Little Ricky's got a friend. Yay, I love it. Okay, fade to black.